9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I'm very glad to introduce me for another interesting morning. The wind pressure. It's a good thing I decided to keep a low volume. I'm actually in a very specific kind of environment today. It's a surprise if you can't tell already. Must be very careful. I'm stuck on that wind pressure just then. What a strong gust. It blew me books straight out of my hand. Let's take a look at this interesting digest I have yet to have looked front to back in this. Wind is today's protein advocate. Not breeze, not air, not oxygen. Wind. And I just realized that moments ago. And so following the element, I'm going to take a look here in this digest. Disclosure here. I'm not the author. This is not a promotion. Okay, I'm sharing. But I will say something else that's very significant. The title, Visit Tallahassee. Pretty unexpected. That's pretty sporty. I'm going to take this as someone who's not a Tallahassee native, unlike moi. And so I think, interestingly, even here on the backside of it has a photo of Florida State University. That's somewhere that used to be like a hospital to me. When I was a kid, I didn't know it was a university. Someone who's impressed about the geographical region of this part of the earth that is, sponsored Tallahassee, Florida. .com.web. Okay. Perhaps that's because it's a peninsula, which for those of you who aren't familiar with what a peninsula is, perhaps it is a land mass or region that has three sides, particularly in North America, to my knowledge. I'm giving it the time to resonate with you, or for what your rebuttal or opinion might be to resonate with me before I move forward. So anyway, moving forward, how was your morning? How have you got up this morning and started the jet propulsion, the fusion, the imagery, substance thereof? How have you transposed today so far? Waking up, no doubt. I will agree, right? And frankly, I'd argue waking up is sublime. Takes quite a bit of courage. See how much courage I have? A dart gun. You know what I do with a dart gun? I play with a dart, one at a time. I've done that since I was a kid. I learned that martial arts. So the kid's still in me, I admit it, right? So How has your morning been? Waking up and deciding what it is that's for you in the day rather than it's for someone else, or what you think about it that is regarding someone else. But just look at just you and how did you, not how will you, how did you transpose today thus far, right? How have you made sense of your realities, of your suppositions, your imagination, your thoughts, your sequence, you know, your interpretations? How have you panned it all out thus far with regard to today? You know, how have you got up and said, today I'm an A? And then I'm going to become a B. And then decide, you know what? I was wrong. I started out as a B. And because of that, I might not even have an A at all today. I might become an L next. You know, how have you made sense of what you put together? It doesn't matter if it's correct or if it's incorrect. It's anyone's perception. It's totally just a mind thing to worry about those kinds of things when it comes to my personal wake up in the morning and begin the day, you know? Um, and so I've transposed it several times. I wake up and I have one thing on my mind, and within 2 minutes, I've usually changed what I started with. So you take a day of about 5:30, 6 o'clock average. I'm awake. By the time about 6:30 comes around, I've changed. I've transposed my plan or my idea for today probably about 4 times, and that's when I'm struggling, trying to hold on to the very first thing. So, um, you kind of just went along in one of those kind of journeys with me, vice versa, with that strong gust. I'm not sure. It came through and blew me book. This magazine right out of my hand. It's not my personal book. This comes, I think this is a Florida state. This is a state of Florida, Leon County. Let's see, it's such a small little thing there. Look on the spine of it here. This is the spine. It is, well, hashtag I heart Tally, right? Visit Tallahassee. I never get to visit Tallahassee because it's my hometown. I'm a native. And so it's interesting because I'm also a scholar and a leader, and the major scope as well. I am a team member, a teammate, team player, right? So I'm going to, on that note, take a look in it since the winds kind of compel me. I'm not going to fight against the elements. Yep. Um, and just randomly pick something that stands out to me to share, like this here does. But I'm an artist. Art lives here. You can tell I'm in a gallery by the sounds in the background. Will I make any money? You might want to check with Rembrandt on that, right? Or Picasso. You might want to go Rococo. Okay. You can do even the contemporary style in terms of category and find it probably a lot more easier than some of the other styles. I'm not sure. Religion and you've got secular and the the other let's say classes of art. At least as far as the uh, 16th and I'd say the 15th century as well. Um, the Michelangelos, the Leonardos, you got David. Several people have attempted a David. Not just one person. Um, Donatellos, people that were around then, 15th, 16th century. Art goes that far. I don't want to let it get away. And so art still lives. Now, in this magazine, according to this digest, I'm not sure if that's um, just here in Tallahassee or if it's from abroad. It's got colleges, it's got sigmas in it as well. You've got some alphas, you've got some pies, you've got some leaders, you've got some action, you've got a lot of purpose and a lot of success to talk about. When we talk about the artistic scale of this city, right? This peninsula, uh, in my opinion, it's necessary to be artistic. It's not Washington. It's not Alabama. It's not Georgia. It's not Tennessee. It's Florida. Okay, by itself. Florida is a peninsula. It's humid. It's muggy. It's swampy. And you do best to be on your total P's and Q's. And with that, I's dotted and T's crossed. All right. Um, art is on the way. It's underway. It's moving pretty fast. It's a fast pace, very articulate, and very influential. Art's real in Florida. And I'm not just saying it's just in Florida, but I'm just giving you our little summary so far of what is packed. I assume, not taking this from beginning to end, but what I assume is packed from beginning to end in this digest. And those who visited Tallahassee, imagine if I were to visit anywhere, pick somewhere, go. And let's do 10 seconds, pick somewhere. All right, you did it fast, great. So let's say I were to visit New Hampshire, right? I would, and I did a digest. I try my best to pack it because I appreciate them being open and welcoming me, allowing me to make myself at home, bring my own share of baggage with me, pile it in my garage, you know, and it's being an American, right? Absolutely. I try to pack it. And Florida might get upset, man, you're telling so much of what Florida's doing. Hey, who asked you, eh? You know? I mean, that kind of a sense of humor, So yeah. Just keep in mind, Florida might say, "Hey, don't do that. Transform, son." And of course, I'd say, "Well, we are going to consider that and thank you for the offer, right? And do what New Hampshire wants to do, outdoors. Talking about outdoors here. Outdoors. This is really accurate to talk about for it. I didn't mean to point of sunshine in there. Oh, another one. That one wasn't me. But um, this is pretty accurate. Now, guess what? Just because this digest says visit Tallahassee doesn't mean every photo in here has come from the city, Tallahassee. It could have been contributed from New Hampshire, right? This could be outdoors New Hampshire contributed to the publishing of this digest, you know? So that's why being artistic is important and being an American in this country, huh? Right. Same thing here with paddling, The title says visit Tallahassee. Well, maybe it is full of a visitor's, perspective and nothing in it is from Tallahassee, right? This could be a total visit Tallahassee occasion. And that's why I'm glad I'm sharing. I'm looking at it and learning too. I'm looking at these things and transposing right now here on this particular, coming at you. All right, briefly. Um, because I've got to meet with a fraternal brother of mine, Lord's will, shortly. Um, just for what is to the good of the order, right? And so it's a good thing that I'm transposing again here right in front of you. Like I thought I was going to do a pro Tallahassee thing, a hymn, And actually, life doesn't work that way when you're open with yourself about what your day is and what is in store for you, and how just how critical your perception of your day can be for you and for others. Huh? It's just my opinion, and I'm glad because I'm able to transpose it, most likely than not. And so here's a taste of Tallahassee. I'm going to have on a segment sooner or later a chef here locally. He's been a guest on the Hymnologue show on Blog Talk Radio with me already before. But I'm going to have him on another segment to talk some more about the culinary arts, crafts in his profession. He is a chef. Um, he works for a family. It's private. Listen, when you talk about family, recipes, tradition, heritage, it could go ancient. We could be talking about Rembrandt, or Michelangelo. We could be here 2023 and talking about Florida State University, all of the majors in that institution that are aspiring chefs, right? Not computer science engineers or anything like that. Um, yeah. So a taste of Tallahassee is interesting to me. I'm um, numb. My taste buds are numb. I don't get a taste of Tallahassee. I've been born and raised on Tallahassee fashion, you know, food, entertainment, you know, you name it. All right, arts, crafts. I'm one of the majors here. Okay, and I'm one of the kid wonders. I was an elementary school starter, to where I am now. I've been on a tangent, right? Because the economy has shrunk to my needs, frankly, to my little demand list. Those things I've made fit, decades ago. Right? It's kind of why I'm able to transpose and diversify um, among the university and not assume it's a hospital anymore. I kind of wish it would return that way, but so far, you know, the day is much more in it, So I'm optimistic about how that may change or transpose and transform me, somebody else. And that, I think, brings me to this page, ironically, that's titled Doing Business in Tallahassee. Yeah, I don't know why I keep us in it. Just wanted to share that. Since you as well, like, witnessed firsthand and in real time, like I did for the first time, that how the wind just took it. I almost lost it totally. Maybe that was for not getting in and checking it out. Might be the New Hampshire wind, the digest. Williams, check it out, read it. Here you go. You know, a version of the Scott, and I accept that. I as well accept personal development, self-efficacy, positive mentality, um, positive energy, um, negative energy, um, positive chemistry, healthy atmosphere, you know, um, physically, good health, mentally good health, socially good health, and spiritually good health. It takes all of those to make one view of health or vision, right? One picture. And so uh, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to discuss. There's a lot to just observe and a lot to explore, a lot to discover. They aren't the same. Tuning into a podcast earlier about fraternity lifestyle. It's kind of bogged me down. It's giving me my carbon diet today. I had breakfast. I didn't overeat, was not full, but I was, you know, at a satisfied level of comfort for the ration I did take in. And now, in a theological way, I've got like a carbon feel, and I think I overate. So I'm full, and leave it to me to wait until that happens to come and ask you how your day has been. But trust, just transpose, be open minded, and kind of unfold or envelope that I'm doing it because I need to learn something from someone else today. That's what's going to fulfill my whole personal life experience or what today has in store, right? Somebody's got to know me. Look at the way I'm dressed this morning. It might change, it might not. I could come up with an unexpected meeting I could just attend. I might decide to endeavor on some pro bono practice. Maybe someone needs counseling, peer counseling, going through depression, going through schizophrenia, going through um, obsessive compulsive disorder, going through ADHD, right? Going through HIV virus, cancer, tuberculosis, or the flu, pneumonia, COVID-19. Hey, I'm not telepathic. So I'm keeping an open mind for when somebody is very well awakened and aware of what their world is today, may just need to know something that's going on in my world. I may owe that. I agree in philosophy that every man, anyways, in a fraternal kind of context, at least I am a biological male. I have a mother and father. Yes, I'm biological, right? Um, but I'll stick to masculinity and just say every man owes something to every man, in this lifetime. Specifically, I'm not sure what that should be or what that would be or what that can be. I can't transpose others' experiences. We have different tenses in which things occur. Past tense, when we're in retrospective, present tense, right? Our perception is, on teal and not burgundy, or yellow or red. And then we have a future tense, which to me is very holistic and spiritual. And frankly, I'm very reserved in the futuristic tense because I'm not as good as the professional commercial mystics are, poem readers, tarot readers. I am a poem reader, but I have a tutor or a mentor, right? A trainer. Um, I have some clients, but you know, I'm not telepathic and I'm not ancient, you know. So I don't know if they were born with that gift or if they learned it. The craft of it is so interesting to me. I don't try to figure that much out. I don't try to lean, if you will, the lever of that entertainment into a personal kind of platform. Don't want to know how long you've been doing it, were you born that way, whether it's real or not. Um, it's interesting enough. It's probably just the size of this town, Tallahassee. This is the reason why. Whenever things come, as you saw earlier, like about this visit Tallahassee, um, pretty unexpected to digest. I transpose, right? Doesn't mean these pictures or articles are influenced by Tallahassee, but very much so impacts Tallahassee. I'm a Tallahassee native. It impacts me. It had an impact on me. I could have started going on and on and on, but then the reverse psychological realm of that impact compelled me to be conservative and to not tell you everything about this, digest and leave that to the author, right? And so, yeah, pretty interesting. Things that are very entertaining come here, carnivals, festivals, galleries. I love it. You know, it's an opportunity, in my opinion. Oh, caught me into the game. Let me close it with a commercial. We'll be back. I know that. I say I know that. Thanks a lot, sir. That's how you're supposed to handle the commercial authors of commerce. Um, and with that said, let me take a pause for the cause. Take in a deep breath and exhale. All right. Remember, part of health is physical too. And leave the rest of the morning up to you, because at this point, what's important is transposing, or being able to be aware or be conscientious of that. Transposing is going to do a lot to enrichen their day and make it more valuable. All right. With that said, I'm going to see you later. Lord's will.